How y'all doing tonight? I hope you all have had an amazing day. Mhm. Um, my day still being a little rough, but it was better than, in my opinion, it was better than yesterday. So that's how I will start this off. But kind of in this live, I just wanted to make an entry into the diary today and say I'm back home and inside of the house, but it's unfamiliar. And when I say unfamiliar, it's unfamiliar because and uncomfortable. And I did say hi, so I spoke before anybody came in. So hi, y'all. That's watching from the bushes. How y'all doing tonight? Um, what's different for me and what's unfamiliar to me is that, hey, Miss Coffee, is that I come on the inside. I come on the inside and I'm doing none of the things that I did before. And everybody should be like, child, girl, why you ain't enjoying it? Why you just don't sit back and relax and chill? Because that ain't what I'm used to doing. So it feels very uncomfortable to be inside the house with your kids that you used to cooking for almost every single day of the week. Um, to now you're sitting back and they're doing the things. It's just very unfamiliar to me. It's hard to not sit and like look at different things that I need to do this or I need to do that. And right now it's just like I'm in a place of just be still just for a little bit and it's uncomfortable. It's bringing on some anxieties. And when your kids are doing things, they don't do them the way that you do them. That's something that I have issues with. Is certain ways that I want things to get done, and sometimes when how us parents. Let me turn on the camera and say hi to y'all. Hi, everybody. um, and being a parent is sometimes there's certain ways you want things done, or there's certain ways you're used to doing things. And I'm gonna go back off the camera because that's how I feel like talking. When you as a parent you used to doing things in a certain way and now you sitting back and I'm just watching that how my husband was able to um get everything pulled together and everybody's doing their own little thing. But when you as a parent are used to doing things one way or whatever, and then it's not getting done the same way you used to do it, that's kind of something you need to sit in and just like, and it's getting antsy to sit back and watch it. Where I would use bleach in certain areas. I know my girls won't do it. Just, and those may be small things to somebody else, but it's not for me. Um, yeah. So, and I stand back and really just watch because it make you feel a little guilty too to be able to say something when they've been doing it for a month on their own. So a part of you, like, you're proud of them, and still there's another part that you feel guilty. So when I say yeah, nothing feels the same. So maybe that's it, Miss Coffee. Jump in and help them. Let them feel they need guidance still. Yeah, but like I said, I'm on that balance beam right now. Like, what do you do? You know? Um, and you say I'm so proud of y'all. Let me give you some tips. Yeah. And you know too, when you've already been showing them a little bit at a time or whatever, and they know how you do things, but you know if you if you move out the way of your kids or whatever, then they'll cut corners where need be. If they get the opportunity to cut those corners when they get there, it's just like I have a hard time with appliances being on the counter and everything, but the appliances are on the counter. When I tell you it's minor things, but it's things that I'm not used to. I'm used to like I want the countertop to be like it's one particular countertop that I really don't like nothing to be up there. But you know, things are there and everything, and it's like I'm trying not to come back in and be like, why is this here? Why is that there? And so I really been quiet about that. I think that could be another part of my process because I have battled with OCD um, quite a few years of my life. But you know that could be it, and that just like kind of sit back and look at them like I mean, and the changes are good. It's just like uh, there's a switch when you go from trying to be super mom to sit back and chill for a little bit. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just making this. um, I thought about that too, Miss Coffee. Is just silently start moving. It's like, yeah, just yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot to take in, and just so that I'm not coming in and just complaining about anything. Just take a deep breath and pull it all in. They got stuff that usually I would not keep up on the counter and stuff like that. It's small things. It's small things when I tell you, but it's just it being there, and they got their way of doing things. They were successful at doing whatever it was that they was doing um before I came. Um so maybe they'll see you. It doesn't go there. Nope, just slide in, quiet slide. Yeah, no, they can totally see. They can totally see it. They know how it rock and roll. It's just that when they're in there doing their own thing, it's like, yeah, yeah, mom ain't gonna say nothing about it. Because usually, when they would be in there and I go in there, I'd be like, hey, you left all of your stuff up there. You need to go and put your stuff away. I kind of do that right there. But I've been gone. I've been gone for a while. So, you know, yeah, I think that's what I gotta do. I gotta quietly, like slide in there just a little bit. The counters are screaming to me. Not that I see anything or whatever, but I just know ain't nobody spraying them down and bleaching them, like I would do, or no none of that stuff like that. Like the things what you do where you they people don't really know that you be coming by you behind the scenes doing those things. They think they the only one that's cleaning up when you go behind them and you move stuff around and you do that little stuff that I usually do and creep out, creep through the night and do that. The You're Still the Mom, the clockwork of the house. Absolutely. And that right there is what I got to get back into the swing of doing slowly but surely, but all at the same time, not feeling the best. my own self. But I already told y'all on yesterday that at this time I'm dealing with an up and down battle of um, the anxieties of it all. And so, um, yeah. But Miss Coffee, I understood. I understood exactly what you say, what you were saying when you put it, when you said it. I know just what you was talking about. Um, but other than that, I really I'm trying to, um, I told y'all to get back in the mode of coming back on and you know talking again. And so I really didn't have a whole bunch to talk about, but I did want to make a note of how I feel right now in this moment with um, being back in the house. And yeah, just want to make a notation of that because you just never know um, what this is like a staple or a moment in life that I might need to go back and I need to um, reference like this part of something like that. I don't know why, but I just said let me come and just talk a little bit about where I am right now. It's not really a sad place. It's a very awkward place, and just like you say, I came back looking for things to be the same way that they were before. And I mean, when I say all of that is wiped, like clean, huh, it's a whole new world. Yeah. Anyhow, you got to be in your head right now, but get out your head. Yeah. I'm all up in there right now. It's like all in my head and just the thoughts of whatever, because everything is so different. Everything is different. So I dropped the link just in case anybody wanted to come up and say anything. No pressure. Uh, no pressure. But I ain't planning on staying on for a long time. I just trying to shake out of the habit of not coming on because sometimes just to come on and talk, then other conversations and everything can open up and kind of move around just this part right here. So um but I kind of got out for a little bit today, just took a ride or whatever, and it felt better to get out just for a little while, and come right back still like a low dreary energy or whatever. But anyways, um, Miss Coffee, I be trying to figure it out, but I told you I can't even begin to like follow it. I heard a little bit about what was going on over there a little bit, and I still missed and skipped half of that right there because I had some other things going on. Um, yeah, I when you want to talk about, I got a lot of hard decisions standing in front of me right now, so it's like soon as like I'm trying to do something like take my mind off of all of the things that I got going on in the background, it's like bam, here I'm over here, you still got this over here to do, and bam, then you try to get back to that thing, and then you go over there, and it's like as soon as that one thing comes along to be like a slight distraction, it always like I'm still here, I'm still right here, girl, I ain't going nowhere. It's kind of like that. Hey, brown eyes. Popped on for a little while before bed. I'm glad you came through for a minute. Let me know you still okay, girl. But yeah, it's kind of like that when I break away, and so then I'm trying to get into whatever it is or whatever. Child, I cannot follow all of these people, and then certain things that I be Watching get clips from anybody in battle. Okay. Okay, then I can get and ooh, I don't even want to know if I want to be that invested, but at least it'll give me a little bit more information. I usually be trying to follow Reed, but I think Reed be trying to stay out of some of the mess that be going on. So sometimes the blanks just don't get filled in for me, and I guess I just don't need to know all of that stuff right there. But in this time right now, I guess I'm learning how how these YouTube streets run. Cause Lord knows it is a mess out here. And let me, to be honest with you, I'd be scared to follow a lot of this stuff right here because I know I've heard now. Listen, what I heard several people say. There's only one thing that haven't happened over in this certain sector, right? And it's like everybody's waiting for that one thing to happen. And a part of me is like scared to be stuck around when it do happen because I don't want it in my spirit. I don't want to total I don't I don't want to if y'all understand what I'm saying. It's like you following the story, but then there's a certain part of the story you don't really want to be there for that part because that might bother with you, cost you some sleep or something like that. I don't want to be no parts of none of that right now. So you're right. I don't want to be a witness to any of that. So it's like some of it I think is me to be okay, you can see this part, but you can't see this part over here. Just kind of like walk away from it or whatever. So I don't be trying to follow it to a T like that, and then I don't be wanting to hear because some people they don't have no filter like how they talk to people. And for real, in real life, I never run into people that just come face to face with you and talk crazy to you, say that some of the things that people say to you on the internet like this. So for me, it's like I'm learning how to separate YouTube and the real world from each other because nothing on here is not the way that I view it. Like I'm coming on here and I'm talking about real things in real life, and then you have people that literally be on here. I seen this other girl on here and like she was like, I come on here and I cry about other things that's going on in my real life. That's happening to me. Um, but I literally seen somebody that was crying because I guess somebody on YouTube or something is doing to them or whatever. I you know I can't even I don't want to imagine those things. But just because in real life I don't run into people who talk to people like that right there, for real, it's got to be two different worlds. Like this, literally the YouTube world. So yeah, but I want to be what how they call it. They say you can be in the world but not of the world. Is that how they say you do it? You can be in the world but not of the world. So I'm in the YouTube world, but I'm not of the YouTube world. I guess I don't know. Am I saying that right? Am I saying that right? I don't know. But yeah, they be on here. They be on here real rough and stuff like talking about each other talking about each other kids and all of that kind of craziness and trying to make each other lose jobs and um like I seen a whole lot of people going to jail, people calling CPS. I when it started getting to all of that there like kind of craziness and stuff, yeah, I mm-mm. Then I'll be on here crying for people um that I don't got no control of none of that. It just be sad sometimes to see. So when it is things that types of situations need to happen, but not for the games that they be played on here. So when it come to some of that stuff I like stuff that it could be a little bit of mess in it, but there's like a lesson in it. It's something that you're learning out of it. So yeah, if it's one of those situations, I can be in it. But y'all, again, like I said, I almost been on here. I was finna say I almost been on here for 30 minutes. I'm sure when I get ready to click this live off, it'll say I've been on here for 30 minutes. So I just feel like it don't have to be a long live. I'm coming on here talking, getting back in the mode of talking because I can fall into this little cloud of where I can just sit back and just be very quiet and just don't say anything because that's what I did a lot of my life. So I'm trying to break out of that little point right there, on a new level. So um but know what, Miss Coffee? Know what? um just trying to just not get into that place of just being quiet and not coming on and doing nothing at all. And the more and more still that I be sitting around and I be thinking about if it's 30, that it continue to reset. Oh, if it's 30, I gotta reset it for another 30. It ain't hit 30 yet. Yeah, it ain't hit 30. It ain't hit 30 yet. But every day I be thinking more and more about the garden. But right now with the way this anxiety has been set up, I have not been getting a whole lot of sleep. But it's like now I'm starting to I'm in this thing of where I'm catching up with sleep. But imagine you trying to catch up with sleep, but you still have the little bouts of anxiety in your stomach. So it's like you're falling asleep, but you still waking up with those moments with that feeling in the middle of your stomach, almost as if somebody's saying, like you woke up to somebody screaming, the house is on fire or something like that. That's the feeling. Like every now and then I wake up with that feeling in my stomach. So sometimes it make it hard to go back to sleep. Sometimes it make you not want to go back to sleep because you don't want to wake up to feeling that feeling. And so that's what I'm going through, all at the same time feeling guilty that you can get to sleep. Um because you ain't used to that's not how you used to sleeping or whatever. So I mean, it's those who understand go understand it and those who don't. But I just want to say that it is something that I'm going through, and I know it's a lot of people that if you've been through some of the things that I've been through, you understand. You understand what I'm talking about. You've been through some of these things. Yeah, so yeah, those are some of the things that I'm going through right now. And I know eventually it's like my wheels are turning. So probably by tomorrow or something. And y'all, when I tell y'all, I got some major decisions, some major decisions coming up very, very, very soon. And yeah, uh, yeah. And those things, um, I may one day talk to y'all a little bit about it, but um, I don't know. But I probably end up coming to talk to y'all about it because it might be just that heavy that it's something that I need to speak on because it's some one other thing that says, when are you going to start thinking about you? When is it going to be you? So, um, yeah. I'm just trying to think, was it something else? Because even though I be having these thoughts of like, what you gonna say when you come home? I don't never, I jot them. Yes, I ain't gonna say I will never jot it down, but sometimes I'll be like taking little mental notes of like things. Kind of be doing the same way like when I journal or whatever. It's like I used to just pick up my journal and just write little random things in it throughout the day, no matter what. Even if I just in my journal, I used to be like, today was a good day. If that's all I had to write in my journal for the day, that's all I wrote in my journal. On some of those days, I had to write the day was a effed up day. That's what was wrote in the journal on that day. I ain't feel like going into details of why it was effed up. Some days I did. Um, some days I had great days. I didn't feel like going into details of what the great day was, but sometimes I can go back and read in my journal, and between the days that it happened in between, I can know exactly what happened on that day, with a smile on my face without even it being written there. I just know what fit in between those days of when I was going through those things. That's the amazing thing about going back and reading through your journal about past things that you went through. And maybe if I open up one of my journals and read back during this time in my life some years back, um, I probably would find um, that I'm actually further along than I think I am, than I don't, if that makes sense, by going back and reading that. Because oftentimes I go back into my journal and I read into things um, that I went through a long time ago, and it's like the same process but on a different level. It's like you climbing the ladder higher, where you feel like you're going through the same exact thing again. It's not exactly the same. You're going through it on a different level, if that makes sense to anybody. But right now, y'all, I'm just doing my thing where I be talking, and for whatever reason, I got out of the space of where I just come on here and just start talking and ignore everybody in the chat or whatever. Don't be shocked if I come back on here one of these days and I'll be back in that mode again. Cause y'all know Shauna, she be all over the place over here, be doing all different kind of things. But that's why this is called Life with Shauna. It's like a box of chocolate over here. You never know what you're gonna get. You might be the hot monkey exit stage, or what I'm saying. So, um, and I love all of your silliness, Miss Coffee. So especially that thing you posted on. I forget what you posted yesterday. I think that I didn't really feel like talking to anybody, but I seen that you had posted. Oh, I think it was about the when you only peeked outside to see what the weather was like outside, and you came back and your face was right. I seen it, Miss Coffee. Um, when the one side of the face was the person face was burnt up like the predator on the one side. When you say you only stuck your head outside to see what the weather was like, I that made me laugh so hard when I seen that. It's literally that hot out there. And at this time, you're talking about some going back and getting the garden started. Just the heat alone make you not want to go back out there and start it. But what I really have been having weighing on me a lot is getting my garden bed done, even if it means going out there and starting doing working on it 30 minutes a day. I don't know, but I'm trying to give myself some time to build my energy back up, me feel better, because anxiety uh take a lot of energy out of you, especially when it's dealing with your sleep. So um once I get that right, then and Miss Coffee, somebody else at that stage, but it ain't necessarily too much of me. You already know. But anywho, yeah. But yeah, no, I just don't even have it. I don't. Yeah, and everybody's tomatoes and stuff are getting all burnt up and all of that stuff. I don't have one single tomato plant. All of those tomato plants y'all seen that I had out there. At even one time, we had more than 100 tomatoes was out there growing at one time. There's one, not one, not one tomato. But I feel like if I can grow tomatoes, I grow a tomato plant all through the winter and everything from last year. I showed them to y'all that was close by my pineapples. So I feel like when I get off of my little hiatus, and hopefully I'm using the right word. Hiatus means I took a break for a little while, right? I think so. After I get off this little hiatus, if I got the word right, um, I'll slowly get back into those things because I just feel like I'm gonna have me some tomatoes and whatever else that I want to plant. All I care about is eventually going back to seeing everything growing. Um potato stalks 3 feet high in my living room. Boy, look here. If you could have had them in a 5 gallon bucket, hey, growing with Hudson. If you could have had them in a 5 gallon bucket and keep on stacking the soil up around the sides of them, you would be getting all kind of potato shoots from out of there. But I hope you have all the potato. I hope it have a show for I got cabbage worms outside. And Miss Coffee, that's the thing right here in Florida. Why a lot of people don't like to grow cabbages because the worm everything's so bad on the cabbages. I told you a long time ago I gave up trying to go grow any cabbages and stuff, but I still had. Remember, I planted them this year, and only 3 of them survived. And I made a mistake and ran one of them over with the tiller when I was cleaning the roads back up that one time, and there was only two left back there, and I didn't see any of them back there when I went back this time. Growing with Hudson, I love fresh tomatoes too. I just don't own any right now at this time. I don't own nothing. I got some overgrown okra back there in the back. I got some nice looking pineapples. I got some beautiful mangoes growing everywhere that's ready to be picked any minute now. And I got some eggs. I got a couple of strawberries. And my greens look ugly. But we still growing some food. Oh, we got bananas too. But the tomatoes is my favorite thing to grow. I love tomatoes. I eat tomatoes with everything. I like cooked tomatoes. One of my favorite meals is sausage, tomatoes, and rice. Where you take the sausage and then you sear them on both sides of it, and then you put some onions in with it, and you saute them onions in with the sausages, and then you just put you some petite diced tomatoes in there. And I don't really care for big chunks of tomatoes when you cook them. So I kind of like the put mine in the blender a little bit and just hit the blender just a quick hit, to chop them down a little bit and let the onions and everything cook down. And sometimes I like to put bell pepper and stuff like that in it, but not so much. Season it up a little bit and put that over the top of some rice. Woo, that right there, that's what I love with some tomatoes. Um, but yeah, I don't went into a whole. I love fresh potatoes too. My tomatoes is struggling with this heat. Growing with Hudson right before you came here. That's what we was all just saying. With the tomatoes are struggling. Hey everyone on late. Hope everyone is having a good night. Hey Shalissa, how you doing tonight? Something eating the strawberries need nets. You can get Miss Coffee to hear the squirrels started eating the strawberries when I moved it away from the garden bed out there. So yeah, nets is something else that you can get them on. They don't mess with them too bad because the kids still get to go out there and they get um strawberries off of them. My strawberry plants are they're like dying off, and I'm not quite scared yet. Scared yet because the ones that are out there, they some of them still look good. It's just that I have half of what I had before I left, so that's kind of scary to see them dwindle down like that right there. But I know one if I go out there and fertilize them and clean them up or whatever and clip them off and add them to another place because they hanging over the side of the pots that they in right now. So that means more babies right there. But yeah, put you some nets around it. You know, I'm all over the place. I've harvested cucumbers, kale, potatoes, some peppers, and onions. Ooh, I'm so happy that y'all. I even seen my sister Shalissa pull her first cucumber off of her plant the other day. I was so proud of her, and she went in there and cut it up and put it in her some vinegar, salt, and pepper, and she ate it. I bet it was the best tasting cucumber she ever had before. But I'm so proud that um y'all being able to go out there and pull those things. Like, yeah, I got now. I still my bell pepper plant. I told y'all my daughter did dig that one up. My bell pepper plant up for it. And growing hustle, my auntie said that whenever I get bell peppers from out of my garden, she said they taste so amazing. Like I don't really eat bell peppers and stuff like that in that way or whatever, but I do like getting my onions, my own onions and stuff from out of my garden. But she said they taste so amazing when you get them from out there. It's like something that nothing like the nothing like the grocery store. um, so take that bell pepper and cherish them. When I be taking my bell peppers off, I got some that's like the that maybe like the size of the top of my thumb right now. They that big. So I do still have some stuff that I can look at and still like growing, but you know, I'm used to walking around and seeing a bunch of stuff planted, and eventually I will get back to that. Especially I'm right now I'm living vicariously through through y'all eyes. I get to come through and see y'all gardens and all of that stuff what y'all growing. I feel like I got dirt issues. I'm ready to wash. Miss Coffee, you get me every time when you say you washing your dirt. Good night, brown eyes. Love you. Hope you have an amazing sleep tonight. Yes, I did. Have y'all ever heard of washing your dirt? Miss Coffee always be saying that she gonna wash her dirt. Yes, I did, and it was so good. Yes. Yes, crunchy too. Yeah. Whenever I do my bell peppers and stuff like that, if I grow a bell pepper or onion, I'm trying my hardest not to ever let one go to any waste. And I take the seeds and I like sprinkle them back down because I'm like, if I just see bell peppers growing everywhere in the yard, like I can't be mad. So, but if I cut it and I ain't gonna use it for a little while, I just cut. I like to take a bell pepper and just cut it up, and I put it in a freezer bag, and I just put them in the freezer by the freezer, and that's usually what I do with my squash and zucchini because I only grow squash and zucchini to put it inside of my spaghetti. I don't eat squash and zucchini on nothing else. Period. That's the only reason that I grow squash and zucchini. Only to cook it in spaghetti. Now my husband them on the other hand, they will eat my children tries fried squash. And my husband them will eat squash just cooked along with butter and stuff like that and onions mixed in with it. Yeah, I can't do that. That's kind of like on the same level as eating slimy okra. I can't do it. So yes, fried squash. You ever like if you cut it up like little chips or whatever? They tried it one day when they was doing fried green tomatoes. They just cut the squash up like that in the same way, and they actually liked the squash. It was actually it almost compares to eating a fried green tomato. Tastes very similar. The the squash does. I don't quite remember what it was like eating the zucchini fried. I ain't never tried it. But I've eaten zucchini in like fried rice or something like that before, but um I don't remember eating it as like just the fried green tomatoes. Okay, Miss Coffee, you got your wish. I can hit 30 minutes and then I'm over by 11 minutes and 17 seconds at this moment. And so I've made my diary entry for tonight. And I thank y'all for being here to listen to my diary entry. And I appreciate y'all because I absolutely do feel better just getting out of my head and talking out just some of the things that's going on inside my head in this process. And this helps me to get outside of my head. And some of the things just for you to be able to say it and somebody to say to you, just relax, Shauna. Just relax. It's gonna work itself out. Make you some crab legs, boil ketchup, brown sugar, onions, garlic, red pepper seeds, garlic powder, paprika, all the seasons you like, and a stick on two of butter. Technically accurate, huh? That's a dipping sauce for the crab legs. Okay. I don't know. You might have thrown me off. Growing with Hudson with the brown sugar. I don't like. I hate stuff that like. Okay, let me tell you one of the things that I don't know. Let's see. I'm on another subject now. I don't like if we do a crab boil, like it got so many seasonings in it, right? As soon as I see the word brown sugar, I'm thrown off immediately. And I don't know why. And I'm just like that with food. Now let me tell you something else. What I don't like. When I show up to the cookout, I get angry when I see not angry. But anyway, you want some baked beans, and then the only kind of baked beans they got on the table is what they call the cowboy beans, where it got the ground beef and it got the baked beans mixed together. I be like the little kid with my arm folded up pouting. Mm. Why they had to put ground beef in the baked beans? Because I don't like the let's say like I don't like the sweetness of the baked beans with the seasoned ground beef. If that makes sense, what I'm saying. I just don't. I don't like it like that. But now let me see if this now. Now what I will tell you now, put some baked beans and some potato salad next to each other, and I can eat those two together. I don't know why, but everything else is like, no, I don't like sweet. I don't like sweet and salty together. It's just I mm-mm, I just don't like it. I don't know. But too, I'll be the one like I'll be like I work up the nerve and I'll be like I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. But the other problem that I have too is like if I taste something and I don't like it, I got a bad gag reflux, so I don't like to try people's stuff, especially now by myself. I can try it by myself, but I don't like to try people's stuff like in front of their face because I don't like for people to feel like I think that's rude. Like you put somebody's food in your mouth and then you throw up or whatever. But that's totally Shauna. That is totally Shauna. I got a bad gag reflex. I don't like a whole bunch of stuff. My taste buds is all out of whack. I'm very, very simple when it come down to food. All that extra stuff. If I see it got a whole bunch of seasonings and stuff on it, I'm probably not gonna even try. I'm very simple like that. But yeah. Mm-mm. Baked beans is made with brown sugar. Right, right. I like baked beans and brown sugar together. Absolutely. But then when you introduce the ground beef in there, the seasoned ground beef in with it, yeah, nah, I can't do it. And pineapple. What you gonna put with pineapple? You gonna put the pot? You gonna put the ham on the pineapple? I used to hate that too. I used to hate when my mama put pineapple on the ham. I used to like the way it looked, But don't put no cooked fruit on my plate. Don't do it. You can get. I used to hate when they dip the when they dip the ham into that pineapple brown sugar and all of that stuff, whatever it. Everybody in the family used to love it. I'd be like, cut my ham off of the ham and do not let it touch that sauce. I ain't care nothing about them basting it with it while they was cooking it. But don't dip my ham in that sweet stuff. That's mm-mm. I never liked any of that stuff like that. But I would try Shonda get that recipe from up there. Let me show it on the thing. Y'all try this recipe out here. Growing with Hudson put up here, and let me know what y'all said it tastes like. I'm gonna get Shonda to try. Listen, I'm talking about some Shalissa. Shalissa, you try that recipe out right there. Since you be one of my kids will try it. But oh no, it's all right. Warren with Hudson. Thank you for correcting it, but I know what you mean. But no, we used to do a whole bunch of crab boils. It's so funny. One of my cousins hit me up. I was talking to her the other day, and she was like, "Girl, I was just thinking about you and crabs." I remember one time I sent her away. She had her crabs in a seatbelt on the way leaving. But I got a lot of folks up be around me that love to eat crabs and stuff. I just haven't done crabs in like a year and a half, but um I really don't care for cooked fruit. But peach cobbler, let me tell you something. What I will do now, the them it's on the screen right now, Shalissa. You can go back and look at the screen. I got it up on the screen right now, so you'll be able to see it later on in the live. I don't know what point that it's gonna be at, but USC girl. Um, what I do like is when you like if they make apple pie or apple cobbler or peach cobbler or something like that. I'll go and I'll take all the bread and all the crust from off of it, but I ain't finna eat no cooked fruit. Uh-uh. I don't like no cooked fruit. I like I guess what they call that preserve. It once they cook the fruit like that, the preserve or the seasonings that come out of the fruit. I do like that. So but I'm not gonna eat the I'm not gonna eat no cooked fruit. So yeah. Hey, pretty brown. So yeah, y'all. I'm about to get off of here because I don't really have anything else to talk about, but I wanted to, make sure I came on here and say a hey to y'all for today, and we'll see where we going at from here. But you all, uh, let me see. You all continue to grow for me, on the outside. Right now, I'm growing on the inside, and I'm growing a little bit on the outside, and I'm trying to think of like what can I do because I want to give some mangoes away, and I'm not quite sure like how I want to do it yet, or do like a little thing where then I just send uh like maybe like a little mixture. So these are pineapples that I bet pineapples, mangoes that they have not. Well, they've been we fertilize them, but we don't put any pesticides or any of that good old stuff on there, no nothing. So what no, I want to do like I do it like a little giveaway of like a box of mangoes that I send to somebody. So I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet, but I'm gonna come up with it within the next couple of days or whatever of like how I want to do it. You know, and I'll go from there. I don't even know what to do yet. What should I do? How should I do it? I don't know. I don't know. I want to I want to purchase mine. Um I don't know. I don't know how to do it yet, but like I said, it's about time. And I think it's growing with Hudson. The last time I sent you something, how many days did it take it to get to you when I sent it to you? I think it didn't even take it. It took probably like 2 or 3 days. It got there pretty quick. I think it was. So I'm gonna figure it out of like what it's gonna be or how I can do it, and then I'll get back with y'all. Um, when you find out, let me know. It wasn't long. It was like 3 to 4 days because and I'm asking that right there because then I want to take them. Y'all get stuff from like the grocery store. You don't know how long they be done pick those fruit like a month before they ripe or whatever. But like the ones that like I'm mailing out to somebody and it's gonna be there, it's gonna be in the box for like 3 or 4 days. Those are ones you kind of want to put them in that you want them to be harder. You want those to be harder when you send those out because being inside of that dark box on the way to shipping it to you, they ripen faster. So once I figure that out and everything, we'll get it we'll get something going and I'll let y'all know. And if not the next live before this week is out, before Saturday is done and over with, we'll do the mango talk and let y'all know what's up. So yeah, because I don't want to waste not one single mango. And I know right now we probably got mm, right now, I think we probably looking at somewhere upwards of like 600 or more mangoes right now. So yeah, we gonna figure out something. Hey, Sherry Shay, how you doing tonight? So we gonna figure out something. Y'all put y'all thinking caps on with y'all. All of my good folks. I think I got somewhere upwards about 600 mangoes, if not more. And remember, I got those little turpentine size mangoes, like the ones back in the days where your parents used to give you they be like 10 for $1 or something like that. We got those kind. We got those kinds, so we have a whole bunch of those, and I mean they weighing down the tree. So it's like now I gotta kind of start figuring out, and now that I'm doing what I'm doing. In the beginning, I really wasn't thinking about it, but like I'm not that comfortable with people now just like pulling up to your house and all that. I just ain't inside. I'm not in that season or anything. My neighbors that's already been getting them from me and everything. I'll keep it fresh like that with them because I know them. They've been coming to me, getting stuff like that right there and everything. But like the new people just like pulling up or anything like that right there. No, I don't want to do that. But I do want to. I always love to share with people. So, like I said, we gonna figure out how we gonna be able to share and we gonna get that done because I want to share the mangoes with you all. Maybe one night we can do us a night where we gonna have us a bowl of How y'all like to eat y'all mangoes? Me and my sister, I know we enjoy us a good old bowl of diced mangoes with some apple cider vinegar and some salt and pepper on it. We gonna have us a mango night where we sit around and pop our lips like we eat pickles or something like that, and just eat mangoes or what we grow in. We can have a garden night. Sit around and eat something we got from out our garden. I don't know. I'm just talking, y'all. But anyways, when I come up with something, I'm gonna go and see what I can find, possibly go to they have comment pickers. You pick a number between 1 and whatever. Just some examples for your games. Okay. All right, share with Shay. We trying to figure out something. Man, listen, just let me wash. Let me wash. Let you wash your dirt. Don't wash it, Miss Coffee. You cannot wash dirt. But I'm gonna figure out something, and I'm gonna we're gonna share these mangoes together some kind of way. But I'll be back and we're gonna let y'all know. But y'all whenever y'all get ideas or whatever about the mangoes or whatever, come back to this video and put them up under the comment of like how we should do it, so then everybody else can get like a gist of let's join in and do the mango things. It's just some people, we'll talk behind the scenes anyways, period, that you're gonna get some mangoes. Teach me how to wash dirt, Miss Coffee. You know what? I ain't got time for you and Miss Coffee and y'all shenanigans of washing the dirt. Yes, tell her to tell her, Miss Coffee, how you wash dirt. Tell her. And do it actually come clean? Nah, we popping. Stay. Okay, Pretty Brown, you acting like Miss Coffee now. Well, what am I gonna talk about? I don't have anything to talk about. And plus, now I done doubled the time already. Miss Coffee said, Shauna, reset the time for 30 minutes. I reset the time because we done been on here a whole nother 30 minutes other than what I said that we was gonna be on. I said I was coming on here for 30 minutes. But are you talking about getting rid of the net eggs? Yeah. I don't know. But we're gonna figure out the mango game. We 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 could be over here and play bingo like some old ladies. Get us a bingo card and we play bingo for mango. I put it in a big draining pot and rinse with hot water. Ooh, do it got a little thing in the center of it that swish it around, Miss Coffee? And what exactly, Miss Coffee, when you're washing the dirt, what exactly are you washing from the dirt? Please let us know. Yes, I got mean yellow stickies. Oh yeah. Oh, I got those things on my collard greens. Oh, your hand is the agitator. Sweep and sweep it and look for the man. I can, but what when you what okay, but really trying to understand. When you're washing it, what are you trying? What are you? I'm really trying to understand. Like when you washing it, what are you? What are you washing away from the dirt? Yeah, like a person says, just one more donut. Just 30 more minutes. Yeah, just 30 more minutes. I stayed on for 30 more minutes because I want to understand what you washing away from what you washing away from the dirt when you wash the dirt. I'm trying to think now, have I done that before? Because let me tell you something. A lot of gardeners be doing a lot of the same thing. We just be calling it something else, but all of us are there. So I'm trying to think of, have I ever tried to wash the dirt before? Old fertilizer. Oh, like maybe if you put too much in it or something like that. Well, then I could see that right now because I done burnt up a couple of plants or two, or 10, using too much fertilizer before. But unfortunately, they was planting on the ground. They was planting in the ground, so I couldn't dig up all the dirt from around the plant. So the plant was just burnt. I swear to God, in my dreams that was asked, and the lady said she was looking for the mirror. She was looking for the mirror. Now let me tell you what I have done before. Like I had this soil this one time that I was trying to I don't know, it's like the plants grow, they kind of like these little, like like I call them little Christmas plants, not the poinsettias, but the little things that be like they go around, like if you sit a bowl or something on the table and you put it around the bottom of it, but it's like little pokey like flowers, but sometimes they grow like these little tiny balls on them, but they be like little seeds that they regrow themselves. I had this one soil this time and it was full of those little seeds right there. And oh my gosh, I was like fighting forever to try to stop those little green pokey things from growing in there. They kind of like little miniature ferns, but they not ferns. Um, uh, if I find a piece of it, I have to show y'all one day what I'm talking about. But I was trying to get those things from out of there, and I finally gave up the battle with girl. This thing got too many seeds in us, so I remember trying to like go through that right there. Your soil has gnat eggs and bug eggs. You soak the soil with hot water before you use it. Less or no bugs flying in your house. Okay, then. Okay, I get you when you say that. But just the you see how if when people don't ask questions, you like, what are you rinsing the soil? What are you rinsing the soil for? And instead of you asking the question, you just assume like you know what it is. But to know that you can over fertilize your soil. Absolutely, you can. I have done it before, and you can burn your plants up down to the ground with overusing it. So that does make sense. But when I just think when you just generally say something, which is sometimes people get mad when people make a general statement about something, if you don't get it into context, it can be jacked up. So it's like when I'm thinking about it, you say, I be washing my dirt. When you think about that, you thinking about washing your dirt. You say dirt is dirt. How can you wash dirt? When you think about it in that way, it is funny as heck that you thinking of somebody standing there washing their dirt. But when you put it into context or perspective, then it makes all the sense in the world. Wash your dirt if you need to. Shalissa, I don't think you're there yet. Shalissa go and she get all of her stuff she be doing all natural. She could go fishing. She be putting fish. But Miss Coffee do that too. Miss Coffee use fish for her gardening, and it does. That's what I think about just hearing the thought of, and it's not the first time that Miss Coffee done said that to me. One time I was like, "What you doing, Miss Coffee?" She was like, "I here washing my dirt." I fell out laughing when she said, "I was like, washing your dirt, really?" And she just was laughing about it. So I was like, I don't get it. Now when she said it this time, she was like washing my dirt. I was like, huh? Yes, that's what Shalissa be doing the same thing. She used the fish guts to no waste. All free. Y'all know what I be using over here. And I'm the chicken poop girl. So I got me a whole bag of it right now just in case anything, and that little stuff that I had sitting off to the side that I told y'all I try to revive those other little plants and everything. They looking like something over there, but it ain't what I normally do. But we saved the day a little bit. Do you mind if I get a shirt made with your phrase? I thought we had a new saying that's what I thought washing dirt was. Oh Lord, washing dirt. We wash dirt over here. I need to master this inside. Sidebar. I'm eating a fresh jalapeno from my front yard right now. It tastes so earthy and fresh. Wish I had a fresh tomato. What you gonna make some pico de gallo or something? Ooh, you just bit into the jalapeno pepper. I like pickled jalapeno peppers on. I like to eat it with. I like jalapeno peppers with fried chicken. Oh my goodness. Ain't that's gonna be that's just like a cheese moment, especially when Grandma Hudson get the shirt and then have it on. It's like, oh look at that, wash your dirt. um that's a good one, yeah. And I'm about to get a rabbit because I heard the poop pellets is good for the garden. Yeah, girl, but rabbits don't like the rabbits like a companion, and you know what happens when rabbit have companions. When rabbits have companions, honey, they unless you know some people who want to buy them, they will keep on making them babies after babies after baby. But yeah, um, I don't know. I just heard that. I heard that they need companions. I heard that about goats and rabbits because I wanted both of them at one point, and we actually did have a rabbit. We didn't have a rabbit, but my son had one, and I told y'all that when y'all saw my lettuce was looking very pretty and stuff like that, that's what I was putting in between the rows of my lettuce, and it was making the rabbit poop make the. And you can use the rabbit poop. Rabbit poop is not like chicken poop. Sometimes you put chicken poop out there, and that chicken poop will burn your things up if you don't know what you're doing with with it either. It can be very strong. Um, but the rabbit poop, it does not burn. It won't burn your crop up the way that chicken poop will. So chicken poop is another good one. But remember, uh, if you don't eat rabbit, just give you a different way to think about it, girl. But that is a good source of fertilization. Absolutely, it is. I wonder what your neighbor be fertilizing his stuff with. Shalissa has a neighbor that he has some beautiful stuff out there that I enjoyed looking at when I was there at her place. Very nice garden, and it's very small. I think her garden now is actually bigger than his, but his garden is very small. But he grows some really nice things there. Yep, just biting and eating it with my cornbread. Okay, all right. You grow that, and you grow that your own self. Did you take a picture of it? Like when you first grow something and you hold it in your hand and you be looking at it and be like, "Oh, look at my little baby! I grew this." You got to take pictures of your stuff. You know, yes, with fried chicken. Yes, ain't nothing like that jalapeno pepper. My cousin them taught me about that. And they used to go to church's chicken in between Sunday school and church. And then she'd be like, "You want a jalapeno pepper?" I say, What I want a jalapeno pepper for?" She said, "Girl, you eat it with your chicken." I was like, "I guess I tried it, and child, ever since I tried it, I ain't went back since." I have not went back since. I have to have me some jalapeno peppers on the side of me some fried chicken. They say rabbit is good. I heard that too, and I heard that the meat is lean too, but I'm scared. Hudson and Shauna go up and read what's in my pie soil with Cobra Court. You want us to read what's in your soil? Oh my gosh. You gonna have me up there trying to separate different things in the soil. What mine's gonna have to be a Mary Rabbit, cause she or he not gonna be. Oh my gosh, no. They ain't getting none today. Question two. I have vegetable scraps in dirt in a bowl. I I keep sealed up, call myself composting. Would that work? Looks like it's breaking down. Oh yeah, it's gonna break down. It will. It's gonna break down, and it does the same thing. It is doing the same thing. That's composting. You doing it, Miss Coffee, on a big scale. I told you I got this big. Did I ever show y'all my big old composting bin that I ain't never ever did nothing with? I be throwing stuff in there, but I don't never go back to check on it. I don't tumble it. I don't do none of that stuff. Only because I'm not into that yet. And it's like a part of me, like sometimes I'll be wanting to sell it. Other times I just want to hang on to it because I never know what I might do with it later or whatever. But I got a big old, how can I grow one grape? Ooh, hold, hold on a minute, shall we say? I had a whole conversation today about some grapes. Um, I actually one time it's hard to find grapes from in the store that have seeds in it, but I have actually got seeds from the grocery store before. You gotta go to one of them stores like the Whole Food stores or whatever that still have grapes inside they seeds and stuff. All that stuff I done struck it up and grew it before. I actually still have some of that stuff growing in there, but this time I didn't get no grapes on it. But to me, I remember our grapes usually be on our tree on our fence along the time when school first started back. So I think this year all of our grapes fell off of our vines and stuff this time. But that's how I that's how I get them. But also you can go to like the Tractor Supply or something like that. They be having like the little plants that can grow off and start put it in your 5 gallon bucket and give it a little trellis to climb up on. And let's see. No pictures, huh? Question two. Okay, yeah, we answered that. I figured he used Super Grow. He actually put some of his veggie and things in front of his house so anybody can grab whatever they want. I grabbed a bell pepper and it was good. Did you keep the seeds from out of it? Did you keep the seeds from out the bell pepper, girl? You need to plant those. Yeah, well, that's nice that he grow that stuff out there. I mean, he grows some beautiful stuff out there. But that's good that he sharing it with the people. Yeah, Shalissa, get them seeds from out of there or whatever. Now I told you when he grow those squash and stuff like that, and they be really big that way, you can cut them open. You can flake the seeds from out of it, um, like that, and replant those too. It's not hot enough for me. It's just a step above a bell pepper. Still good though. I enjoy certain textures. Um, you know what? Uh, are you eating the seeds with the jalapeno pepper while you eating it? Because that's might where you get the heat from. Because in a jalapeno pepper is very close to a bell pepper, just with a little bit of the heat from it. But you actually usually with a jalapeno pepper, you need to bite into the seed so you can feel the heat. Ooh, I get so hot. Yeah, bite into the seed and let us know how hot it actually is, or you might need to go up, to the next stage. How can I grow one grape? And share with Shay. I know you ain't talking about just one particular, one little bit of grape. We need you to grow at least a cluster. Cause you gotta share the grape with all. You gotta share a grape with all of us. You can't grow just one grape, not just one. Put in soil, cocoa core, Dr. Earth, neem peroxide, baking soda, perlite, and mulch. Okay, you mixing everything together. We're gonna get we gonna get something good coming out of there. I ain't never used Dr. Earth before, but everything else, I tried. I've never tried. Yes, I have used peroxide. I've used peroxide before. Not baking soda, but everything else. Yeah, I've used all of that stuff before. Yeah, I'm eating seeds and all. I think maybe I didn't wait long enough to pick it. Oh, okay then. Yeah, no, I'm not eating no seeds from out of no and I don't eat no seeds that come out of back in the days they used to tell me say you eat seeds that'll grow inside your belly. No, I'm just joking. That ain't why I don't eat no seeds. I'm not interested in no jalapeno pepper or none of that stuff for no seeds. See, I'm that kind of I'm that kind of person that I eat Crystal's hot sauce. I don't eat hot sauce for it to burn me up. No, I eat hot sauce because of the flavor that it has or whatever. I don't need all that extra Tabasco a little bit too hot for me. So I don't need to do all that right there. So no. Um yeah, so I don't do no seeds. I don't need to feel none of that heat. You need vegetable scraps, nitrogen source, and a carbon source like cardboard, paper, or wood chips. See, I be doing all of that stuff right there, but then I'll be like, then I put too much of this in there, then I put too much of that in there, or whatever. Because that's what I be doing. I usually throw cardboard and I throw like my extra vegetable scraps and stuff like that in there and stuff like that. But I don't never be like trying to focus. What be throwing me off from it is because they say you have to have a balance of whatever you put in there. That's what I ain't got time for to be figuring out how much of this I'm supposed to be putting in there and how much of that. I just be throwing whatever in there that I want to throw in there. And if it make up some soil, it make up some soil. If it don't, I ain't worried about I ain't got there yet. Those are great substance, but many people use cocoa coir because it don't start with bugs like potting soil do. Right. My problem is I don't turn mine or water it enough. I usually like to use cocoa coir because when you plant with it, it's easier to like say if you transplanting it from I usually like to start my plants with that because it's easier to transplant when you moving from other places. Like when you want to move the roots around or something like that, it's easier to maneuver with the cocoa coir or whatever. But I also find too is like when you plant it down in the ground, like if you don't put some other soil around it, it dries out faster than everything else that's around it if you don't have a constant water source. And that's another thing too, is that when I once I do the garden bed, my husband had already bought me a watering system. So I'm in that watering bed. Once I put it up, I'm going to run the watering system through the garden bed so that it's gonna be easy peasy for me to just go out there and hit a switch and do it that way. So but here it is. I am 1 hour and 18 minutes in. I almost there an hour and 30 minutes. And I was supposed to be on here 30 minutes. And now we done came on here and we done had gardening class and everything. But again, I appreciate y'all. It was a pleasure to come on here and talk to y'all and get me out of the headspace that I was in. I really do appreciate y'all, my gardening friends over here. So but I have 4 baby watermelon, 3 cantaloupe. I'm so excited, and I hope I be one. I listen. Even if I don't say nothing up under y'all thing, because every day I don't feel like saying nothing to nobody, but I get so excited when I come through and I see y'all things. And another thing too, y'all that's on here looking at each other, just us that's in the chat right now, y'all ones that's in the chat, go and check out each other pages and see if you all have a playlist on up under your videos. I'm going to say there is several people I know that has a playlist because I've watched your playlist. Miss Coffee has a playlist that has 260 something videos in her playlist. Miss Coffee, I done went through almost your whole entire playlist. I'm at 234. Your 234th video. You all, what I'm saying to you, find somebody on that's in this chat on every night that you go to bed. You're not using your device or whatever. Click on the playlist at nighttime and play the playlist. And let's help each other get to where we need by just playing the playlist at nighttime. You know, so that can help all of us grow at some point. Growing with Hudson, I know that, and I may not go through and like every single one of them, but I play you all's playlist at nighttime whenever I think about it. No, I don't do it every single night, but the people that I enjoy that I enjoy being around and everything and whatever I can do to help them get to those numbers and get what it is that need to be done, because there need to be more of us that's out here talking about real stuff, things that's gonna help us get through these next days, or these, teaching our, each one teach one. Yeah. So yeah, I know that's right. So if you can help each other by out in that way by going and watching each other's playlists of of that channel players, because some of us have playlists of other things that we listen to, but the channel holders playlist, go and watch those playlists. And if you don't have a playlist yet, go and create a playlist, so then that way that we can come through and support each other in those ways, just different ways that we can help support each other. It's about growing. So in all different kinds of ways, let's continue to grow. um so but you all keep posting your pictures of what you're getting out of your garden and all of that stuff. I love seeing every single bit of it. I come through and I like them all and just cheese every time I see it. So um but okay then. So you all just continue to do that. And again, I appreciate y'all for coming through and spending this time with me over here, where this is Life with Tashana, where life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're going to get. And I would very much appreciate it if when you all do come through, hit the like button for, because they swear to God that there is no way I can have all these people and nobody hitting these buttons or whatever over here. But when you come through, hit the like button, hit the dislike button, hit one of the buttons or something, okay, for me. I really do appreciate that. And if you're interested in growing inside and outside in your life, maybe this is the place for you. If not, from time to time, come through and check and see. You never know when we done grow to the place of where you done caught up with us or whatever. You know what? But we're about growing over here, and we call the high class gardeners over here. And that just means we don't play around with bugs, snakes, and worms. And that's in real life. You know how you can get those people who kind of mimic those things, snake, bugs, and worms. We don't play around with none of that. We move around those kinds of situations when it's permitted. But you say I'm egging you. I wasn't even looking at the screen just then. I ain't egging you. But and no, yes, I am egging you now, Miss Coffee. Talking about another 30 minutes. That would make two. That would make 2 complete hours. You will not get me this time. You had support on this one this time. So but again, y'all, I really appreciate you all. I feel like I done draw strength from y'all, and I pray whatever strength you all sent my way, I pray God give it back to you tenfold. And I really, really, really mean that from the bottom of my heart. Tenfold right back to you. All right, y'all. And this is where I'm going to say good night, high class gardeners. I appreciate y'all, to my wonderful mods and everything. So and to y'all, I may be on a panel one of these nights over at Selena's. But we're gonna talk about it. It's gonna be like a woman's panel. I'm not quite sure what all it's gonna be, but hopefully, whenever I go and do that, then I could have some people over there supporting me in those times. So we'll see what that's like. But yeah, soon. I'm thinking I'll be over at Selena. But I always be telling y'all, go over there and check her out. Sometimes she is kind of like she in there like one of us women's over here. So but I'll keep you all up to date, and don't y'all forget about the little mango challenge or whatever, what we gonna do or whatever. I need some ideas. Help me come up with something. And I'll get back to y'all, but until next time, you all have an amazing night. Love y'all.